Salai Apunba Nupi Lamjinglup warns of launching intense stir if FIR against 𝐻𝐸𝐵 is not withdrawn. Meitei Council Moreh urges Prime Minister Narendra Modi to act to rehabilitate Meiteis at Moreh. And Senjam Jirang locals stage sit-in against attack, arson, demand deployment of state forces. Hello Kurumjeri, this is Northeast Window and you're watching English News with me, Jessie THIYAM. Now the news in detail. Salai Apunba Nupi Lamjinglup has issued a stern warning of launching intense agitation along with the people of the state if the FIR registered against 𝐻𝐸𝐵s of Wangu, Sangang, Kordak and Sitapur by Kumbi police station on January 4 is not withdrawn at the earliest. Addressing media persons at Sanalal office located at 𝐍𝐄𝐰𝐬 Lingloi today, its General Secretary 𝐂𝐲𝐸𝐯 maintained that the incident between the mothers of Kumbi and the Central Force occurred as its security personnel were using derogatory words and taunted the mothers. The mothers only showed that Meitei women cannot be disrespected. Denouncing the FIR registered by Kumbi police, she demanded the FIR against the mothers be withdrawn today itself, maintaining that it is the first ever in the history of Manipur that any FIR is filed against the mothers who have been taking active participation in every movement of the state. 𝐂𝐲𝐸𝐯 maintained that the violence is persisting in the state because of the deployment of central force in the state by the government in the name of the crisis.
Central Army Masi koi bafam habidi Wangu Sagang adi Wangu Sabal degi koi Kodak Army singina labukta hinungai salaga ngai besing kay naba sumba yang kholopa lona na hujisi jaman ngai tidi kumbi gi koi sekupura ani suba mahari jemen singsina 𝐻𝐸𝐵 sing koi tumnigi ngai bel singna koi tha sujaduna labukta napi Lingloi 𝐻𝐸𝐵 Peru Putan Labor, Gamana Sitoyaba, Lanava, Sima Quagi, Sumbase, Taba, Nunaitaba, the Pigi, Quigi, the Commonabase, Palm Davina, Quay maintain Piggy, Quigi, Sanabi Habase, Laborina, Masi Palm the Nakaki, Nationalaba, Policinga, Quigi are missing share, Masi Quaquitan, Tanadana, Sumatabako Veroi, a Quay maintain Pida, Batum Tabako Veroi Habase, Kanakam Navadegi, Polici, Akanba Habadi, Kasotabada, Kumbi Piesna. Kumbi 𝐻𝐸𝐵 singu koi FIR padana kokhalpiba police masako yaninde asugum FIR babe thabakse ngasimak athuba matamda Manipur lengangna amadi masu paliba koi jurisdiction kumbi gi police na makoi athuba kathatpiu.
The Meitei Council Moreh has submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking for restoration of the multicultural town of Moreh to the pre-1991 status. In a memorandum signed by its General Secretary L. Brozendro Meitei, MCM said that Kuki families should also not be allowed to settle at Moreh if the government couldn't rehabilitate the people driven out of Moreh by the Kuki militants since 1991. During the attention of the Prime Minister, the Council said that the historical composition of Moreh included the Meiteis, Tangkhals, Tamils, Punjabis and Meitei Pangals, claiming that the influx of Kukis occurred only later, with a significant portion being deemed illegal immigrants from Burma, Myanmar. The MCM alleged that the ethnic cleansing of various communities from Moreh by the Kuki militants and their supporters happened in the post-1991 period. The Council also maintained that all individuals compelled to leave Moreh should be resettled and rehabilitated in their rightful place, Moreh. Moreh was originally the land of Meiteis and Nagas, Tangkhul, Maring, Lamkang and Moyon, along with a few Kukis, Baites and Jaus, the MCM said, adding that amongst tribes under Kuki nomenclature, Solim Baite and his family came to settle in Moreh after 1950, stating that for a long time Meiteis constituted the majority of the population at Moreh, with Tamils coming next. The MCM said that the population of Moreh town was 108 only in 1951, and it increased to 690 in 1961, 3,581 in 1971, and 7,678 in 1981. There were only 𝐍𝐄𝐰𝐬 and 𝐵𝐸 then from the 𝐾𝐢𝐯 group. Nagas lived alongside the Métis, the council said. People staged a sit-in protest yesterday denouncing the persistent armed attacks and burning of a chicken farm at the village by 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants in the wee hours of Friday. Speaking to media persons at the protest site, Secretary of 𝐶𝐁𝐵𝐸 Chanuramarup 𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐸 Ambrapati said that the village has been facing attacks by 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants since the violence broke out on May 3 last year. In the latest incident, 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants sneaked into the village and burned down a chicken shed at the village around 1 a.m. on January 4, triggering fresh gunfight between the 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants and village volunteers, which lasted for more than 3 hours. She also said that central forces deployed in the area have not done anything substantial to stop the illegal activities of the 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants and have been indulging in partisan conducts, alleging that instead of fighting the 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants, the central forces are first to vacate the area whenever there is fresh attack from the 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants. She demanded the government to replace the central forces with state police or another unit at the earliest.
Assam Rifles 22 AR Kambu Sina Matakta Lay, Cookie support Oraga, Mokoi Punzelaga, Kapai, Naranga, the Voda, Mai Taring the Assam Rifles Yang do the lay, Atuka Sakra, Matunga Asa, Holdre, Haragan Kundra Eva. Maduta Singa Moina supporter we have a Sengarangi, Tatanga evidence I go to Putoko Yareva. Adu the Natana Hogishu, Horenju, Karitaurani, Hayanju Taurani, have a sea quite country, Sharpi Batale Masulay, highly Basharpi, Matok, out of there. Tatare the Panjang at sea over the Karigum of the Yaude, Nahantang or Hunda, Songi, sharp in the policy, Moibuno, Chombo Company, Adu Moisi, Dim Sate, Hujiki, like Sangimanunga, Atom, like Salere 24 hours. Adu Moisi Kitan, Kotono by the bunkers, Semba Matanda, Moi duty Tana by Maduda Kukiga, Samle Pundana, Kapopada, Sharpishing, the sea level Mankatan, a Kogi Kungangi, Angang Kalapi, Valentia, Angang Sing, Atanga, however. Aduna Tasina, a Kogi Kunjasing the Pamzedavadi, Lady Bas, Sharpishi, Lokok Piraga, Manipur, state portion, Tajan Biro, Madu, a Queen of Pami, Aduga Lady Ba, a Queen of Susigi, Mapa, Zida, Lipet, Lady, that's so outpost of Masu. Hanghaningi, outpost a Kogi 𝐂𝐷𝐸 PSK Makada Hangwa Pamde, Kankokui district Makada di Akoi Hangwa Pamde, Karigumba Kankokui district Makada, Hangwa outpost Lagasu Akoi Miam Yaroi, I think Batangani, Akoi 𝐶𝐁𝐵𝐸 Punjapuna Mona Yaro.
𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants continue to launch guns and bombs attack on Métis village unabated since the violence broke out on May 3 last. This morning too, 𝐾𝐢𝐯 militants reportedly fired mortar shells and several rounds of bullets at Pubala and 𝐁𝐫𝐸 village in Bishnupur district around 6 a.m. The sudden attack terrified the villagers, making them run helter-skelter. It may be noted security force personnel have been restricting any entry and keeping guard in high canal areas of the region since the crisis erupted. A young engineer student from Imphal earns praises after he turned a vintage Bajaj 150 scooter into an eco-friendly electric vehicle. A report of Wari Singbul Network said 3 years back, Albert Sarangthem, who is currently pursuing his 5th semester in computer engineering in Manipur Institute of Technology, MIT, also did a similar makeover on a bike. Albert brand named both e-vehicles as Samadon, a divine flying horse in Meitei mythology. He christened his e-bike as Samadon EV1 and Candy Red e-scooter as Samadon EV2. Images and reels of Albert with his Samadon EV2 went viral on social networking sites, with people showering applauses to his surprising skills. For a single electric charge, which takes around 2.5 hours, Samadon EV2 runs up to 50 kilometers. A resident of Wangkai Tambalkong in Imphal East District, Albert said the Bajaj 150 scooter was originally driven by his late maternal grandfather in the early 70s. about 5 decades ago. The scooter was then used by one of my maternal uncles before it was abandoned and got rusted at his house from where he took and did the makeover, said Albert. He said the basic mechanism to transform a fuel-run vehicle into an electric one is to take away all parts which are operated by fuel like engine, carburetor and other correlated parts and replace with motor, speed controller and battery and other interrelated parts. Albert nevertheless expressed disappointment over the non-availability of key parts in Imphal market and lack of mechanical tools, culminating him to take a whopping 8 months to bring out his Samadon EV2. In recognition of Albert's extraordinary mechanical talents in bringing out his Samadon EV1, and as a token of appreciation, Transport Minister 𝐂𝐲𝐸𝐵 Vasum gave him certain monetary reward. He also received a certificate of appreciation for his effort and innovative work in building a model electric bike from his engineering institute in 2022, the Worry Symbol Network reported. Now let us take a short break. We'll be right back.
The pinnacles of success for your children. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, 𝐶𝐤𝐈 School. Excellence in Education.
Diabetes ko loy na hingliba seng tha amagi manungda control toba ngamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha amagi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Khong hamba nungaitabasu numit manganigi manungda fahanba ngamle. Piles saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oiba ngamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oiba ngamle. Fatty liver oibasu tha amagi manungda fagat hanba ngamle. Pumnamak natural oiba hidak makhalna layingjabani. Hakchangda sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makata na hidak chabagi mathausu tararoi. Hena kupa parol kidamak ngasimak langsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jennings Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Welcome back. A combined team of Manipur police led by Inspector 𝐂𝐲𝐸𝐻 arrested 3 active cadres of prescribed outfit KCP Noyon yesterday. The cadres have been identified as Mohammed Imtiaz Khan, Thokchom Ramesh Chandra and Mohammed Salim. According to a police report, the arrests were made in connection with their involvement in extortion activities targeting various establishments including a pharmacy shop at Sangakpam Bazaar, Geo office at Manipuri, scrap house godown at Manipuri, oil pump at Chingmairong, tiles shop at Thangal Bazaar, among others. The police seized a Royal Enfield motorcycle and mobile phones from them. The arrested persons and the seized items have been handed over to Haingang Police Station for further legal proceedings, the report said. On the other hand, a combined team of security forces arrested active member of Prescribed People's Liberation Army (PLA) allegedly involved in extortion activities from autos plying along Imphal Dimapur Road National Highway No. 2 from Manipuri Bazaar yesterday. The arrested person has been identified as Ahibam Amarjit Singh, aged 50, of Kongba Khetri Laikai in Imphal East District. He has reportedly been involved in extortion of money of passenger service autos plying on Imphal Dimapur Road for the past 2 months. Some documents, 2 mobile handsets and some cash were seized from his possession. A case has been registered against him. A team of Manipur police has seized 15 gold biscuits weighing around 1.5 kg from a smuggler originated from Chennai. A report said the Manipur police intercepted and checked one Maruti van, at Patsoy in Imphal West District on National Highway 37 connecting Imphal, Silchar. The vehicle was driven by one B. Balasupar hailing from Chennai in Tamil Nadu. After a thorough search and checking of the vehicle, a total of 15 gold biscuits, 1 mobile handset, and a small amount of money were found concealed inside the vehicle. The person was arrested and further legal proceedings were initiated. Assam Rifles commenced a 2-month tailoring course for women of 𝐂𝐲𝐰𝐬 village in Tamenglong district. It is reported that 20 local women enrolled for the course and a professional instructor has been hired for the duration of the course. Assam Rifles said they will distribute sewing machines upon completion of course to the participants, which will help the women of 𝐂𝐲𝐰𝐬 village in developing valuable sewing skills, employment opportunities, and improve their daily lives. The village authority also lauded the efforts of the Assam Rifles and conveyed their gratitude for the efforts in providing support to the villagers. And before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Salai Apunbanupi Lamjinglup warns of launching intense stir if FIR against Mayra Paibi is not withdrawn. Meitei Council Moreh urges Prime Minister Modi to act to rehabilitate Meiteis at Moreh. And Sanjamjirang local stage sit-in against attack, arson, demand deployment of state forces. And that is all we have for now, but for more news update, keep watching Northeast Window News.